finally did cardio today for once, which is probably good because I almost had a heart attack freaking pulling out of the gym because my tire spun when I shifted into second gear. You know, because it's cold. And the tire got a little spinny on me. Thank God this thing has traction control on it. Like, I'm not like a good at drifting bikes, but I can like make a bike drift. But when you don't expect for the back tire to spin out on you like that while you're moving, it catches you off guard. I just don't react quickly enough. So thank God it's got traction control. Ooh, we got a Corvette. Corvette, oh, I think it's a Stingray. Yeah, it's a Stingray. I think he thought I was going to hit him. I saw him looking at his rear view mirror as I was coming up kind of quick, and he kind of pulled forward a little bit. Oh, I am ready to get home, and I don't know what I'm going to do. It's my weekend. I don't know what I'm going to do, though. Probably have a couple of brewskis. Oh, there's a Z06 C6. Z06, baby. Hey, you know I'm looking at you. Oh, he's coming up. He's coming up. I like a good Z06. Almost got a Z06, actually. A C6 Z06. I talked about that in one of my videos. It had twin turbos on it and a maybe built motor, but didn't know what was done to it. It was like a mystery car that this dealer bought at an auction. And it clearly had a cam, had twin turbos, aftermarket intake manifold, not long tubes, it had turbos. And a bunch of other stuff. They said it had line lock on it, which is another thing that sketched me out, because I'm going, okay, well, it's got line lock, so this thing was ragged on. And it had a methanol injection kit. And I mean, it was cool. But I didn't know, like, what was all done to it internally as far as, like, pistons, rods, heads. Had no idea. So I ended up passing on it. I was very close to buying it. Like, they sent the info to the bank. And then I just kind of went, nah, I'm going to pass. A little too sketchy for me. I didn't want to take on the risk of, like, getting a car that had been just beat to hell, and then I drive it around for a month and the engine explodes. I was like, nah, you know what, that's not worth it. I would rather either get something that, God, that was a freaking Jaguar with no hood on it, and it sounded gnarly too. But yeah, I would rather get something that's like all stock, and then I have my guy do the work so I know what's done and that it's done right, or get something that's modified like that but has, you know, all the information of like what's done to it, what's done and who done it, and I just didn't have that with that car, so I passed and I went and I bought a stock car. Oh, I got new news on guns. I don't really have anything to talk about. I'm just kind of... I wasn't prepared to make a video today because I didn't know it was going to be like this warm. It wasn't even supposed to be this warm. I think it was only... The weather called... The you know, app, weather, whatever, called for like 45 degrees today. And I was like, nah, I'm going to get it out. And it ended up being like 55. I was like, I guess I'll get the bike out. I guess I'll make a video. So I didn't really think about anything I wanted to talk about. Not that it's important. I only get like I get less than 100 views. Most of the time less than like 50 views. So I guess it's all good. Oh yeah, new news and guns. So we got a Walther PPK. More of just like a fun gun for me and my wife to kind of play with at the range, because it's a 22. We got the 22 version because like the regular 380 version AC2, ACP, whatever, was like 900 something freaking dollars. But my wife really liked it because it's the James Bond gun. And it's pretty cool. It's really cool, actually. So here at the end of this month, actually by the time this video goes up I should already have it, we're gonna have a bar in the house, and I'm thinking about putting that up on like a stand next to like a bottle of whiskey or something like that. That would just look cool. Actually, I should probably put it next to like a martini glass with like a fake martini in it. I'm sure they make those. Somebody's got to make like a fake martini where it looks like it's a martini in a martini glass, except it's not actually liquid in it. It just looks like there is. There's got to be something out there like that. And then I could put the gun next to that. That might be kind of cool. But yeah, that would be kind of cool to get like the James Bond gun, but I didn't want to spend $900, so we got the 22, and it was 300 bucks. And I know like the James Bond gun is like all black, which I'm not like a big James Bond fan. I always thought James Bond had the silver one, and I think that's because I never really watched the James Bond movies. Like, I'd kind of watch them, you know, I just wasn't a huge James Bond fan, but I played the video games, and in one of the video games that I played the most, it was the silver PPK. It was the silver PPK. So I remember that. And then I started Googling James Bond PPK, and I noticed all of them were black, but I was like, I'm not getting the black one, I'm getting the silver one, it's way cooler. It still counts, it's fine. Also not going to get a suppressor for it, because I kind of wanted to, but I'm like, I'm not going to spend more on a suppressor than I am the gun. But, you know, is what it is. But yeah, like I said, I'm not really doing like this big grand reveal of the car in a montage. I'm just going to be like, here it is. And here it is. Yay! Ta-da! Yeah, I got another Camaro. The same car I had last time. Just a different color. It's blue. It's cool though. I like it. Hi!
You think Airbnb outside?
We will in a little bit.
Where do you want to go?
But yeah, that's in your car. And of course, yeah, it's exactly the same as my old one. No different. Just the color. It's a 1LE. I just don't like this little stupid spoiler they put on the back here. I think this is kind of dumb. I'm out of breath. I do plan on pretty much modifying it. Pretty much exactly the same way as my old one was. Nobody I knew was surprised I got another one because I loved my last one so much. And it got brand new tires on it. Anyway, okay, love you, bye.